Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So we've got an interesting thing we've got to do. I basically need to run down this aqueduct, the full length, until I can find Subject 16's memory that's hidden on this aqueduct, which is a really long thing. Now, if I go in high profile and press A, which is what I was doing a second ago, there is a chance that I would just jump off. So that's probably not the wisest thing to do. And I'm trying to run along the edge here so that I can get a side view of the aqueduct. There's a decent chance that the memory might be on top, but there's also a decent chance that it's just going to be hanging. And the whole time we are in this awful inverted colors scheme, and that's all this is it's a invert the colors filter. Things that are white or black, things that are brown mostly stay brown because brown is somewhat near the middle. Things that are green seem to be mostly staying a darker green. I guess it's not technically inverting the colors. It's just doing something similar, some kind of photo filter that you might see on a cell phone app these days. Was top of the line technology back when this game came out. A bigger help that would come about is if Sean from the modern time hopped in and said, hey, there's a Subject 16 memory near you. And if I don't see the Subject 16 memory by the time I get to the end of this aqueduct, which is gonna be a while, then I'm gonna have to run back the other direction on the other side. Ooh, that scared me. Now I need to send out some assassins to finish a mission. Almost all my assassins are to assassin level. So I'd like to kind of wait and get everybody to assassin level, and then I can do the assassin ceremony one last time. I cannot find a memory here. And see, this is not gonna let me up. You're not gonna be able to climb up here and see that almost seems like I would be able to grab up there and accomplish my goals. I could jump down here and climb back up and send the assassins on another mission. I think, yeah, if we come out of this, there's a ladder right here. So, seriously? Why does it always want to dive instead of jump in the hay bale? Jump up here. At least last time I figured out how to get up here. So at least there was no confusion. Hey. Interact. So everybody except for this one and these last four will go weapon, armor, weapon, armor, weapon, armor. and just balance them out. And now we're looking for one last 5 difficulty quest that would give me a reward. If I can find one of those, that'd be nice. If not, I'll just have them do a 5 difficulty with no extra reward. This, and this puts it at a 97% chance of succeeding. So I have to switch one of those out, send this, and then let's see, maybe I can throw this one to finish his own mission. So about 16 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, we'll have everybody up to assassin level, hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe I'll end up having to send my newest assassin out on a mission by themselves to get some extra thing. I swear that seems like that is the only point in the game where you see a character braiding the hair of another character. Like, just a small experiment, maybe Easter egg thing. Still looking for Subject 16's memory on the aqueduct. Trying to be a little quiet. There it is. See, we're right here, and you barely, if you hear anything related to that memory, it's very little. Just a small kind of glowing sound. Move the mouse out of the way again since it keeps moving back to the top left. There's one more memory after this one at the Castilla Sant'Angelo, which I think we might try to go do before we do the main story.
Loading. Just
to see if we can do it. They listen to us with these vehicles that are faster than race cars. So this is the inauguration of somebody, or I don't even know who. These are telephone lines. This has a telephone line in the way, or an electric line. This has a guy working in a vehicle, or working in a factory. This has a castle. I don't see any telephone lines there. Let's see. At the bottom it says something something Trader's Gate. This is sheep with maybe some phone lines there, and maybe some power lines there. So I think it is the power lines. So actually, we'll take the pictures with phone lines in them. Quite a difficult one this time. I don't see any lines here. I don't see any lines here. I don't see anything telephone line there. That's one. And so that
loading.
These puzzles are obscure, to say the least.
I know you are there. I want to go home. Home. Please. I need you. Don't leave me here in the dark.
It's odd that you can hit A to continue, considering if I didn't have the subtitles on, you wouldn't even know what the voice was saying. Strogo field records. This will be an interesting one. This would play to that. This would play to that. So much so that I don't really need that. Let's see. How about this? And then if I could do one that was the opposite of this one, I'd be good. There we go. And then this one should be it.
Pull over here.
What's going on, Gary?
I want to speak to you alone. You know that CIA stuff for my new book?
About the corporations?
It's so much bigger than I thought. Bilderberg is just a red herring. I'm going to give you a name. Abstergo.
I have no idea what that is.
A shadow corporation. They aren't listed anywhere. No stock options, nothing above the boards. But their members have holdings in other companies. Coke, Kraft, the pharmaceutical industry, Detroit, Wall Street. Basically, every company above a certain size has ties to Abstergo.
So?
They're on their way to running the entire world. They have people in government too, for Christ's sake. Listen, I needed to tell someone about this because I've been keeping all the research a secret and I can't hold it in anymore.
What will you do now?
The book. It's going to be about this. Trust me, once it's on the shelves, everyone's gonna know.
Vehicle monitoring system terminated.
Hello, D. Tell headquarters I'm monitoring a situation. Now, it's nothing serious, but we'll need someone to take care of a security risk. Perfect. Congratulations on that promotion. Keep up the good work.
Loading.
Yeah, a lot of conspiracy theorists think the Bilderberg conference is some kind of big organizational, like, Illuminati thing. I don't really buy into it, frankly, because they're just not confident. If there is some company that's running Coke and Walmart and everything else, all the big companies everywhere, then, like, why did the Samsung Galaxy S7 Note batteries explode? Like, why? Explain that one to me. Why do so many products fail? Why do so many governments fail? Why is there so much tension in the world? Their stated goal is that they're trying to keep people working and docile and under control so there's world peace. There's no world peace in this world. So as far as a realistic perspective, in the real world, it makes no sense. And if it made any sense really in this fantasy world, then they never show us the modern times enough to say that there hasn't been a war since, I don't know, World War II at all. Because I don't think that's the case. It seems kind of ridiculous. And if the Templars really did succeed on creating world peace, then their argument is almost proven valid. Because then, despite their nefarious and murderous ways of going about it, they did accomplish quite a goal. Alright, so for this thing, the Dark Horseman approaches, messenger and full. She can hear you along the straight and narrow, but once on the adjacent slope. Observe the whites of her eyes. So, kill this? No. Kill this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. This started off with just playing pawns, and I thought that would have been the gimmick, is just to move 10 pawns in 10 different places. And if I actually get a checkmate in 10 moves, that would have to be like a famous move. It would have to be something like a fool's mate.
Loading.
For the small amount of steps that we've played.
The peasants are like the sea, raging and unpredictable. That is why we have built walls.
I do not see any walls.
No? Look around you. A shelf of soda here, a case of candy there, magazines, talk shows, pills. The walls of the 21st century surround us.
So, I suspect there's going to be about 6 of these. So I don't want to start going after these until I'm fairly certain I have them all.
Quarantine lifted.
The walls there. You're almost getting down to like the concept of Pink Floyd's The Wall as barriers between different people relating to each other. So EX, the miracle is in the execution, I would have to assume, and then this is going to be none of this has gotten any better, and I'm starting to wonder if this is gonna just be that TV channel between the two channels that we heard a conversation about. So one more memory, nice, and we need, let's get this treasure chest. Let's see if we can go down this area and access this, because if we can, that's great. So I'm gonna run along this aqueduct until it no longer suits me to do so, which I guess is about here. So we'll take that. This looks like a little hidden area. Yeah, it kind of is. Next location on the map is here. Unless we get things... Unless we need to go to the pigeon coop, which I suspect we don't. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and hire these guys. Are we hitting a memory wall? Nope. Unfortunately, we are hitting a actual wall. So I'll have to run around a little bit. This is kind of an awkward area, isn't it? Jump this way. Jump this way. Open that. Next. Next section is this way. And jump. And I missed it. Darn it. Is there an easier way up, or do I really have to jump from that one beam? Still a little too high. There we go. Where are you, treasure chest? I can see what they were trying here. They're experimenting with having little plateau areas. Instead of flatlands. And I can't help but suspect that a lot of their design choices of how the land is built around ideas of how it actually is now in Rome, or how it was then in Rome, instead of just being more free to do whatever they chose.
Buy me a little time.
That's another point to my argument that I really don't care if this game is a 1-to-1 scale perfect replica of Rome. Finally got enough double kills.
Get off me!
Let's get all of this. And then hop up to synchronize. I'm hearing the wolves again, so this is very possibly the last layer of Romulus. Somewhere close to this area. We did very few synchronizes, and that's the last one. And see, I feel like if we're going to any other city in this game, which I would argue we probably aren't, or if we do, it's going to be for just a very brief amount of time, that I just don't see. I don't see having a lot of experience there. Whereas in the previous game we had Montegiorni, Florenza, Fiori. We spent the bottom part here in Rome, and clearly it feels like Rome was intended to be the fourth of 4 cities in the previous game. The release schedule of Assassin's Creed helped drastically make it a worse game, honestly, and they finally learned that lesson. It's been 4 years now since they've released a new Assassin's Creed game. The problem now is the repetitiveness of the gameplay is going to be hard to compare, particularly since The Witcher 3 has come out since then, and I would argue that The Witcher 3 did Assassin's Creed better, had better systems, more interesting systems, way better story by far, and I don't think that's even up for debate by most people. But there were certainly elements in which you could have, in The Witcher 3, attacked different, hunted different monsters, and taken on different side quests, and with all of those things having been done recently for a lot of players, I don't know what the next Assassin's Creed does to differentiate. Go ahead and upgrade this building. I don't have very many things left to upgrade. I'm just causing chaos everywhere. Mostly to just make sure I've done all the Assassin's quests, which I don't have enough money for. Interesting. Oh man.
If surgery is required. Has he been drinking?
So I am a couple hundred short of renovating the fast travel section here. And maybe if I sat around and just waited until the assassin missions were done, I could do that, but I guess I don't really have to either. I can just run to this, get these treasure chests, and then get to this pigeon coop, and then run back. Let's see. It's been about 26 minutes, and most of our time has been spent causing chaos.
I have ground mollusk and foxroot decoction here. Great for toothache.
This one I'm just gonna have to kill myself. That's as good of a way to kill him as any. Just knock him off the roof. So, more money in the bank. I need to withdraw money from the bank pretty quickly. Another 20 minutes and it might be full. Although I doubt it would be. That's now enough to do the fast travel. So
will be blessed by the bringing out of Giotto's ascension and Sant'Orsula's left arm. Several Rioni will be visited. The Chiesa door for details.
see if I jump, if I climb up here to this and then jump up here.
To members of the Guild of Architects, the Architetto Maestro Jan Jenkins of Delft will next Friday conduct a
Let's
seminar
see,
in modern bridge
86 of
building and
101 collectibles of Borgia flags. I'm not sure how many of those are even in the overworld. The game's not really giving me a count of how many treasure chests there are. Where's this treasure chest? Still waiting for it to make the sound. Must be hidden under here. So here's an interesting thing. The guards right there saw me tear that down. And they don't care. I guess you prove your innocence just by tearing down a wanted sign. As far as the guards are care. Alright. Pigeons, pigeons, pigeons. Time to deal with the pigeons. Hopefully. How are we of this area? Let's see, there's a collectible here, a collectible here, a collectible here, an Abstergo agent here, a collectible here, there are several collectibles here. We're I'm surprised I haven't seen the final wolf layer of Romulus, which tells me we probably need to move the main story forward, and it's been several hours since we moved the main story forward. How much time do we have? Assassins. I need another 5 minutes. So I need to waste another 5 minutes in gameplay. This really is killing me. I know I'm doing it to myself. I have to always remind myself of, look, I could just stop trying to get all the collectibles. I could just stop trying to level up all the assassins to the maximum level. I could certainly put a stop to a decent amount of things that I'm doing, and I would have a quicker experience. I'm not sure better is the right word. Apparently that aqueduct is never fixed. Or you just are supposed to jump from that aqueduct to the other area? Seems like it. So we'll run up to this area here that is a pain to access. And we'll just double check where we are and what we're doing. So jump B. That didn't work. And there's no broken aqueduct bridge repair. Do I need a horse? Can a horse jump further than a human? Excuse me, lady.
Please don't kill me.
In theory, yes, a horse can jump further.
Could use our help. The assassin could use our help, I'm sure. What can we do?
Wow. Alright, so that is how it works. Interesting. Again, another experimental thing where they wanted you to jump a horse over something. Feels like the horses may have gotten better as I got more stables, too. I don't know if that's true. It just kind of feels like they move maybe a little bit faster, but still not as fast as I would have liked, or as fast as I feel like the previous game had them going. That's one of the weird things about this game, is that why couldn't they just plug in the level data of Rome into the engine of the previous game and it worked better than it seems to be working? Because this doesn't feel like it's really working that well. Is that horse still around, or am I gonna fall to my death? I guess this is gonna be a prime opportunity to see if we can make this jump. Nope. Let's keep running. Still just killing 5 minutes. There's reason to this madness. Didn't seem like there was anything else over there in that section. You'd think if I was going to make a section like that, there'd be a mission, there'd be some kind of collectible, there'd be an Easter egg, something that really screamed like you've done a lot of extra work and I'm going to reward you for doing that extra work. Or it's not a lot of extra work, but you've gone the extra mile. Perhaps meter. Let's see. Climb up here. And we'll take out the Templar agent while we're still waiting for the timer to count down. It almost feels like it would be a better experience if instead of talking to somebody and then starting the memory, if you just saw this guy and then if you went to Eagle Vision, you recognized he was a Templar agent because he had like a secret Templar shield on him, and then you just killed them right then and there. Instead of breaking it all out, giving us a conversation, having us hit A to continue.
Don't call the guards. She would have wanted her burial here.
Your wife?
She was to be my wife.
What happened?
In the Colonne, she had a shop. The Borgia moved into the district and my wife refused to close. They found Monica with 2 thrown knives in her back.
Kill the target with your hidden blade. Fine.
Do you know the killer?
And see, they break the
I
conversation
heard of a
right
woman
here.
who takes contracts for Cesare, located near the antique baths.
Leave before you are seen here.
So we're gonna find Leia de Russo, and we will take the quick route. That wasn't too quick. 2 healths needed. How about this? Now I was gonna steal his horse, but whatever. Of course, I can just call in an arrow storm. This is gonna be rather easy to pull off. I'll try to do full synchronization. Still trying to follow the rules of the game, for as stupid as they are. I think this is a don't get detected scenario. And see, these are just people in full clothing sitting in a small amount of water. Like, what are they doing? What's going on here?
How to hurt himself. Bah, I can't do that.
See, she killed somebody right there, so which doesn't give me time to. And what's funny is they don't even care that she's running. Alright, how about this? Killed with a hidden blade. Not my hidden blade, but a hidden blade. So gotta be careful he doesn't move his hand too low or he'll look like he's groping the lady. With the hidden blade. Oh, well, I guess the hidden blade doesn't count. Whatever. I could care less. It's too much of a hassle to chase after these enemies, particularly when the area is guarded. If the area wasn't guarded and it was a better thought out and better laid out area to do a chase, I'd be more interested. There you go.
After you.
So, next location or thing to do. We are at 98% repaired. There's a flag over here. There's some treasure chests over here I think I could get. And what is the... where's the 98% coming from? This area hasn't been purchased. This one thing. So we might try to fast travel there, as we're still trying to waste time. Called some assassins to take him out. Listen to all of that. That's a war zone going on back there. All my assassins have guns and they are not upset to use. They're not shy about using them. I almost am wondering if the audio is glitched. But it would be odd that it would be glitched in this fashion. And it might be that they're shooting or playing the sound of shooting when they have actually deloaded from memory. Either that or they're... Let's see. Let's take a break from that noise. Still not there yet. They all need a little bit more XP. Let's find the contract. One last contract to send them on. Looking for a level 5 that would give me a reward item. May not have any. Seems like I don't. So we'll just take a level 5 in general. This one gives more XP, but this one takes less time, so I'll take it. This, and this. Sends them out for 14 minutes. And everybody else is at assassin level. Let's get up here. Now, I want to double check my inventory. Items. We still are missing 1 key of Romulus out of 6. We have 87 Borgia flags, and we're not carrying any feathers, but that's enough. Let's put on this Draken armor. No. Why would that cause me to lose unsaved progress to put on a different outfit? And I guess these outfits are DLC outfits, different than the outfits you just wear at the you buy at tailor shops. It's best I can figure from it. So I'm gonna ignore the treasure chests that are right next to the treasure Romulus. I'm going to see if there's a treasure chest on the ground around here, but I don't think it is. and then move on to the flag. There's the flag. Arrow Storm is back, and we're not hearing that noise anymore. So if you run into that, I would guess you would call the slight bug, you can work your way out of that issue. Need to hit a bank. Kind of desperately need to hit a bank. Let's run this way. We're not too far away. And pull money out before we go here to do the last bit of the Antico district. And then there's no more courtesan quest. There's just, we'll want to come up here to the Sant'Angelo, Castello Sant'Angelo, and see if there's anything. All the Campania district has been rebuilt. All of the Central district has been rebuilt. So the last thing it seems like we need to do is this, and it's taken us a considerable amount of time to get to that point. A lot more time than I would have thought. I think maybe when we start fast traveling too, we should consider collecting more. Is there a treasure chest up here? No, it's gotta be underground. Like, consider just purchasing all of the other things. As far as art, treasure chests, armor. At this rate, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna finish all the shop's quests. Or if I do finish them, it's only gonna be because the game gives me everything I need very easily, or because it let's see, withdraw money, investment. There's no reason to invest in this. Every 20 minutes we can, let's see, I need one thief building renovated. Apparently, somewhere. Because there's a barracks and a thieves guild. And a courtesan. I have 5 courtesan buildings. And I have the... oh, I see how this works. So that doesn't matter. There's one thing that's locked. So we are done. Yep. And global economy. Seems like there's nothing here that says anything about purchasing art for as a way of improving things. Interesting, this guy is in this white outfit. In the background, the blacksmith. There was different types of smiths depending on what kind of metal they worked with. So there was a blacksmith and a whitesmith and a silversmith and a coppersmith and all kinds of things like that. So investment, we can go ahead and invest in this shop. Wow, and how much I invested immediately got me 2 of the things. And we have a shop quest. So now we have the Vatico treasure maps unlocked. And like, should I just buy the feather? I think I have to. It's crazy, I know, but now I don't have enough money to buy that last building. All the money's gone. But that was definitely the right move. So now I know where this last feather is. I can go get that. Hey, there's another feather here. So I need to go get that. And I need to just wait 20 minutes until money is put back into the deposit. And then we need to check over here and do all of that. See how much time do we have? We have about 9 minutes to make progress to this, and I can't imagine in the next recording, in the next hour of gameplay, that we don't move the main story forward. And I think when we do move the main story forward, we're gonna see that there's not gonna be too much left to do. Like, we may move the main story forward a little bit, and then it will it'll unlock maybe one more Assassin's quest, a couple more Christina quests, maybe a courtesan quest or two, but I think after that we've got to be near the end of the game. We've got to be approaching some kind of climatic ending that is just gonna sort of appear out of nowhere. So it was this area. Okay, I can see why I didn't catch a feather or find a feather in this area, since we didn't spend too much time here, and the one time we did focus on running around this, it was restricted, so let's get as much height as possible. It's right here on top, isn't it? If there was a sink, if there was a sink thing, actually it's not on top. Where is it? It's way over there. What a jump. I'm not sure if you actually needed to make that jump or not, but I did it anyways. Interesting music playing here. And leap of faith. Let's take a moment to look at our DNA. As I'm gonna run this direction next. DNA. We're still on sequence 7 at the very beginning. This part, this DLC, is probably the ending of the game, and like doesn't even seem like there's another memory after this. Secret locations, war machines, Borgia towers. We've done all the Borgia towers, so we're 100% done with that. We're at 66% in total. There are no more Templar agents, it seems, or if there are, they will unlock later. It seems like there's one more Christina memory. Seems like there easily could be several more assassination quests, several more thief quests, maybe one more courtesan quest. So Assassin's Guild, I need to recruit, like, I need to signal more of them during the fight. 7 more. to get to rank 10. One more double assassination. I thought I got that done. Guards on a horseback, air assassinated 2. Streaks of at least 5 kills. Some of these just don't feel like they're gonna get done because the game seems to have stopped detecting I'm doing them. Enemies evaded using a crowd or hide spot. That's one more there. Poison a bunch more guards. Commandeer 6 more horses. Enemies stationed at guard posts killed using the crossbow without being detected. Enemies of... yeah. And then we still haven't glided a total of 500 meters with the parachute. It says cumulative, but I kind of wonder if they mean consecutive. Consecutive means in a row 500 meters with a parachute. Cumulative means over the lifetime of playing the game. Still haven't done a dive of 25 meters and still haven't jumped from a horse to a beam, which I don't even know how to do that. I cannot figure out what buttons I would press to do something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put poison in my blade, and then if I run into anybody, I thought maybe the feathers would be hidden somewhere in a sneakier location, like over here on the water. But nope, another deposit to the bank. It's gonna be useful. Everybody hates the Borgia now.
Very well, die! You are finished!
I can hear the assassins shooting off their guns. See, I don't think I jumped in the hide spot fast enough for that one to count. Go ahead and grab this money. I've got so many Vlad the Impaler coins. So, the Castello Sant'Angelo. We'll try this again. There's two things about this area. One is sometimes you can get up the castle, sometimes you can't. And sometimes you can, well, at least in the DLC Da Vinci is Missing section, you could have let's see. And see, this just doesn't allow for a way in. And unless I've missed something or forgotten how I got in before, I'm confused. Yeah, this is just all blocked off still. If I jump over here and grab this, I don't have enough of a height, I don't think, to climb in unless there's some system, some sneaky way to get in. That memory back there seems to never exist. And it seems like once you once you're here, there's nothing you can do. Let's see. Fast swim this direction. Yeah, you fast swim this direction and you hit a memory wall. And this is probably area not available at all, ever. There was one Borgia flag hidden right on that post directly in front of me. I'm gonna have to be very, very careful to try to get that last subject 16 memory when we get back into the castle at the end of this memory main story section. Let's just see if we can succeed in going further into the Vatican City instead of the castle itself. I would like to know how different Vatican City is nowadays versus this. Is this accurate depiction? I don't think so. I think it's probably much bigger. But it might have been an accurate depiction of what it was back then. So, who knows?
And we shall grace, great peace and solace in the continuation of our visit. I suppose I should find a way to stay.
And we can kind of see we're hitting the memory wall again.
Temporarily suspended at Santa Maria del Popolo. The bishop asks that Pellegrini avoid the area for the foreseeable future.
So none of that section is still it's still not accessible, which puts us in a good position. All we need to do now in the next recording is find a fast travel, which maybe we'll go to this assassin tower and then maybe run to this fast travel location too, and fast travel to this point. And at this point we get the last feather, and hopefully there will be enough time after that point to run to this and purchase this and rebuild everything at 100%. Everything over on this side in the Campania district is done. Everything on this side is done. We can't do everything in the Vaticano district, and the Antarchio district just has this one rebuild, and then we can run to this fast travel section and fast travel to the main story. And unless the main memory unlocks a lot of extra things, we should be close to the end. As far as Borgia influence, all of Rome is now completely under assassin influence except for this. And as far as economy, well, everything's doing not the greatest ever, but it's alright, I suppose. It's as good as it's gonna be. Anyways, it's been another hour, so that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.